In our first story, some commuters are worried about a 15% increase in transport fares, describing it as harsh. Transport unions earlier this month warned to increase transport fares if fuel prices remain the same. We'll hear from the transport unions in a bit, but first, I have been interacting with some commuters I met at the Obra Sports Yard here in Accra. Increase of fuel prices and the economic hardships that the country is facing are some of the reasons that the Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council has given for the 15% increase in transport fares. I am here at the Obra, Trotro and Taxi rank, where I'm going to talk to some passengers who will be greatly affected by this.
Realize the case, how things have increased, it affects we a lot because we transfer our goods and materials. Maybe right now we are coming from the north. So we just came, realized the case, we just realized that things increase all of a sudden. So the budgets we made, everything has increased totally. And even we are stranded now. Now we are stranded, we don't know how things will go. You can see our load here.
And realize the case, we just came, the fare now is 9 cedis, but we used to board car from here, 6 cedis, 50 pesos. So everything just changed. So we need to also just work it out so that things will calm down. Things will calm down.
How often do you do this trip, going to the north? How often?
And that's our work. We are into Tarazo. Okay. So this traveling and traveling and traveling. So it affects us a lot. When this fare is up, it affects us.
I'm from Alajo. I take car from Alajo, coming to Circle, going to police depot, police headquarters. You see, it's too high. It's too high for me. Because look at my children, because I want to pay and then pay myself. Yeah, so it's too high. Oh, the government is supposed to, you see, because the driver, they are complaining about the fuel. Because the fuel is too high. So you should look at the thing and the thing come down so that we too, we are okay. Because it's not easy. It's not easy. Everything, because food and everything go high. So it's not easy. Look at the way I'm sweating.
Now the price is high, and going to places now won't be easier. Yes. So it's not really helping. Yeah.
Send the drivers now drivers but me think it's a 50%. Say it's good if it's good for the drivers, fine. If it's not good for them, because send the money my end there, baby I did.
Yeah.
It's
But what about you for the passenger, as a passenger?
As a passenger, we have to consider the drivers. Okay. Because almost say petrol they be almost chosu. Instead they be almost not almost chosu, not so much 50%. I think it's cool with me.
Yeah.
There is an increment in the fuel. So definitely drivers are also going to, otherwise they will incur us, because vehicle owners are also waiting for their ends meet at the end of the day. So definitely they also have to increase the fares. And for me, I think it's normal because you have no choice. Yes. When you wake up in the morning, you have to go to your work and you have no choice to walk to your workplace. And my workplace is far. I work at Embassy Hotel. I cannot walk from Circle to Embassy Hotel. So definitely I have to. Yes, I have to bear with the cost. So is there anything you'd like to say to the government? Oh, for me, what I would say about this government, a lot. But me, the little thing is, they fail us. Totally, they fail us. Because looking at all the promises, reduction in fuel prices as they use in their campaign, nothing has happened. Always there's fuel increase. Although I don't own a vehicle, but whenever you pass by a fuel station, you always see some pesos every day increment. So
I've also been speaking to some drivers, and this is what they had to say.
Me driver no dey. Enya ma yen so ya be fa ni sa. O kan wan ka wo kasi wan kasi o. The government no be ya no be. Nti eyi we nyi o ya be fa ni sa. Nti ya nemu.
So the passengers now, are they complaining because it started on Saturday? So the passengers, what are they saying?
Passengers in the trot from on kasa bataze for no bi an kasa o.
I don't have a problem with that, but some of the drivers, they increase the price too much. Because we know that as a driver, they give us 15%. But some people, when you join the trotro, yesterday like this, I'm traveling to Medina. From Osu to Medina, they take 6 cedi. 6 cedi, yeah. So I don't know whether...
Before then, how much was it?
Yeah, I think that 4 cedi, 80 pesos. Okay. So I don't know the 15%, the calculation. Yeah. Because here our station, we are paying 4 cedi, 60 pesos. Yeah. I don't know that the price... there's nothing we can do because as for we belong to union. Yeah. So whatever the union can give, we don't have anything to say about it. Yeah. So that side, I don't have a problem about my side. But sometimes they have to look inside for the passengers too. Because as for them, no pay. They too, they haven't increased their salary. Yeah. So now if you have 2 children that they are going to school, this money you have to give them some, you have to increase their transportation. So that one, they have to do something about it for the workers. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it started on Saturday. Today is Monday. What have the passengers been saying throughout the weekend?
As for here, the taxi, here the passenger, when they came, then they seized the damn board. They are not complaining. Okay. They are not complaining much. Because I think that they give the information early. Yeah, so since it's Saturday like this, as for we didn't take from only today that we are starting taking this thing. Yeah.
From the Obra Trotro taxi rank, I am Mapito Sibidi reporting for JoyNews. Madina. Let's hear from Deputy Secretary of the GPRTU, Richard Amankwa, and General Manager of VIP Transport Services, Cabre from Pongmanso, who have been speaking with Benjamin Akakpo on the AM show.
So far, we have not received any adverse reaction to the increment. And you would agree that since June 5, almost 8 months ago, when we did the last adjustment, a lot of things have gone under the drain, and people noticed how generally the variables that we use in assessing our transportation requirements have gone so up. So far, we have not received any negative reaction to the adjustment.
Can you give us some of the price differentials when it comes to traveling from Accra to different places, what it looks like today? What are some of the differentials? If you can just use a few routes and give us the differences that we're seeing today.
Oh, basically, Accra, Kumasi on the executive pass, we are doing from 60 cities to 70 cities. 60
to 70.
The numbers are stable. We haven't seen any reaction. And we've done the furthest of the route, that is the Boku, from 165 up to 190.
Right.
And the Boku first bus will leave at 12 noon today. So far, we've done about more than a quarter of the bookings.
Okay. So that's a 25 CD increment there, 165 to 190. Right.
I said 165 to 190.
Right. Which is a 25 CD increment.
Yeah, basically 25 CD increment.
Right.
And we started the Boku route with I would say, an introductory price. So now we are coming to the realistic price on the ground. So at the time it was 165, we were more or less just about doing the introductory price. But for now, we've gotten to 190. And I'm saying that as yet, we have just a little over half booking for the 34-seater. And it remains to be seen by noon how it goes. So that is about the assessment on the furthest route on our table.
So our reaction is that we GPRTU, we are a well-established institution or transport union. Moreover, those who are falling for 30%, we met as a coalition of transport operators, commercial transport operators.
Right.
You know, we have about 16 transport unions.
Right.
That came together to form that coalition. Aside that, we have GITCC. That is General Road Transport Coordinating Council. We two met. As well as we went to negotiation table with 30%. But after everything, we were able to reach 15%, that was the price agreed by the Transport Ministry.
Right.
So all along, all the stations are working with a 15% increase. So if any other transport union feels that the 15% is not what they are demanding for, then there's nothing we can say about that. But so far as GPR2 is concerned, we are charging 15%. And as I said, all the regions and the stations are now operating with that 15%. Moreover, no one can...
But tell me, even before you go on, yes, you tabled 30% and you were granted 15%, half of what initially you felt was fair. Is the 15% enough? We've also heard some of you say that, look, if there are any increments at all, you'll add another 5% or so. So tell me very honestly, the 15% you were allowed to add on to your fares, was that enough?
The 15%, when you look at the communique which we issued, it was clearly stated that whenever the fuel price goes up to 10%, we are at liberty to increase our transport fare. So as at now, we are working with 15%. And as we said, so we were looking for 30%. But after considering the price and the situation in the country, we decided that we will go with the 15%. But we make it clear that whenever the petrol fares increase by 10%, we are going to add the same 10% to the current fare. So that was the agreement that we reached before we came out with that 15%.